A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
So, last time on Snowy Land Mick Pickle Day,
What did you call me?
Went fishing. We went fishing, and then some of us got knocked into the water, and we ended up fighting these giant fish. And then I was this close. I was this close. I was so goddamn close to killing one of the fish, and then it swam away like a little bitch.
Fuck, the fish, it swam away.
Fuck.
Exactly. That is exactly what I said verbatim. Tone and everything. Tone, voice, and everything.
He did his best Duke Nukem impression.
Yep.
Power armor is for pussies.
But I think it's somewhat important to note why you got attacked by the Yosk fish. Does anyone remember
Didn't those saber-tooth people create a whole thing? They were doing a thing. They
threw like
created
some
feeding
meat
frenzy.
chunks near us.
What looked like half a deer carcass somehow ended up over 10,000 feet from the shore of the lake next to you.
Didn't realize it was 10,000 feet.
Yeah, it's like 10,000 feet from where you were to the edge of the lake where you saw the saber-tooth.
They had a good arm.
Yeah, with like half a deer carcass. So that sent the Yosk into a feeding frenzy, damaging both the boats, one of them pretty heavily. And so you have, after driving away the Yosk, you have gotten, all of you have gotten to shore, and upon arriving at shore, you have you did some brief reconnaissance of the area, and found footprints, as it's not currently snowing out. So you found some footprints in the snow, which you believe are the saber-tooth themselves, but you also saw a number of larger, wider footprints that looked like boot prints, as well as it looked like something being dragged through the snow up to the north.
Was there any kind of blood?
Blood?
Anywhere? Yeah, since there was like a whole carcass that was...
Yeah, like the deer blood or anything?
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
you
remember
actually, Morgrim, as you look around, you do find, you definitely do find some blood around. You actually find what looks like definitely remnants of a deer that has been sort of field dressed. So it looks like they've taken the meat, they've taken the skin, they've taken pretty much everything they would want, quickly butchered it, and left behind blood on the snow, and other pieces that they couldn't use.
Crazy.
You know.
Well, I guess we track the blood.
So, all right, yeah, you briefly follow. There is a small trail of blood. You briefly follow it, and it ends at around the point where the dragging starts.
Interesting. And is there anything else around?
Not that you can tell. For the most part, it looks, or well, thicket doesn't look, but to those of you with eyes, it looks like there's just the footprints, which you definitely think you could follow. Thicket, you just sort of smell the blood trail ending.
Well, that's it for the blood.
And at this point, you're still pretty much like you could go over a snowbank and see the boats, so you're still pretty close to the boats.
Gotcha.
How far is our visibility?
Pretty far, actually. Like, you can
And we
basically
don't see
see
them?
to the horizon line, and no, you don't see them right now. However, there are quite a few large snowbanks around. So for all you know, they could be hiding behind a snowbank.
They're under the snow, aren't they?
Opinions on me yelling out to our would-be manslaughterers?
I will
I
also note
did.
that at this point, yeah, Wyatt is still yelling about how much he hates furries.
It's not no. He doesn't say about furries. He's just basically trying
Right,
to trace
sorry.
a genetic bloodline, right?
Furry people.
He has nothing against furries, all right? IRL furries. He's got everything against these specific furries.
That's worse, actually, I think, in this case.
So more
Well, to
specific
be fair, they almost
racism.
got us killed. Well, specific racism to the 5 people who tried to kill us, I think is that racism or is that just personism?
Well, I think if you're going after their whole bloodline, then
Well, I
that
think
Yeah,
kind
you're
is
kind
racist.
bad
of
in-
you're making
wait.
it worse.
I think
It's
Wyatt
just-
rolled bad
it's just-
enough that he went there. He went to the cancelable
You did roll pretty
culture
bad.
argument.
You did
Yeah,
roll
he
pretty
rolled
bad.
bad enough. He rolled bad enough that he went there.
This is actually why Wyatt's not allowed back on the City of Ships.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
True.
Okay. Bastion is gonna yell out to the snowy abyss. Hello? Anyone out there?
You get no reply. Just the tundra breeze blowing through your ears.
I just know if we start walking into the snowbank area, we're gonna get jumped. So I'm gonna chill here and spend a resolve point and then maybe try and fix the boat.
Okay. So, as you... What as Bastion sets down to rest, what are the rest of you doing?
Well,
I'm gonna keep watch
Okay, Morgrim keeps watch.
in the direction that the footprints went, especially. But all right.
Okay. Is anyone still with the boats?
Yeah, I was
I
sitting
think
by
I'm
the
still.
boats.
I think I'm still.
Wyatt's also by the boats. I
Okay, so
imagine.
you're all sitting by the boats, it seems, unless somebody tells
Pretty
me
much,
otherwise.
yeah.
Okay.
If we are, yeah.
You guess so?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So Morgrim's keeping watch. Bastion is resting. Thub, what are you doing?
I can. Well, I would say rest, but I'm just gonna mope about how I lost the fish.
That checks out for you.
Real.
Yeah.
It's on brand.
Wyatt, what are you doing?
I'm just. Is anyone hurt? Because he's gonna try to heal if he's hurt, but if not, then
Bastion currently is injured. Yes.
okay.
I
I'm
think
gonna
Bastion
hit her.
is the only one who really got. You're going to hit Bastion. All right, roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her
Wyatt
with
just comes up, decks me in
heal.
the face.
Yeah, I think Bastion's the
what
only
do I
one who
have?
really got injured there.
Yeah, I'll just. Oh, I have treat wounds.
Okay.
Treat wounds action.
Okay. So you.
How much
treat
hit
wounds.
points are they missing?
Bastion is currently lightly wounded, not quite
Lightly
bloodied.
wounded. Okay. Normal. normal tree wounds. Man, I haven't been able to tree wound in so long. I feel
Okay, are
so
you doing
unused.
1 action or 2 actions?
Tree wounds?
Oh, tree wounds. Sorry. Bleh. Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
Infinite. How long is it? It's a 1 minute activity or a
10-minute activity.
10 minutes.
10-minute activity? 19.
Okay, so you start working on treating Bastion's wounds. And as you're working on that, Morgrim, you see the snow start to move. Not too far in the distance.
There's some, like, what kind of snow? Like, the wind is blowing, or like something's coming up out of the ground?
Like, as you go to alert your allies, as you go to alert your allies,
Oh, goodness.
2 massive saber-toothed tigers with saber-toothed hunters on their backs leap from within
Lordy.
snowbanks.
Well, there it is.
So, as Morgrim was the only one keeping watch, all of you other than Morgrim are off guard for this first round.
Oh no, bro.
Oh
My-
no!
No, bro.
My, my short-lived guys. Give them any warning?
Not really. You didn't roll well enough from that, for that, unfortunately.
I'll take it.
So, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Don't have to
Did I
tell
get
me
a
twice.
boy, no.
28.
Rolling
Okay.
initiative.
We roll now?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love initiative.
Someone should.
I'm gonna change all of
Gotta
their
roll initiative for those
to-
bastards.
Gonna change all of their initiative to stealth. Which is gonna take me a second.
Question mark. Oh shit.
What do you mean question mark?
The dice on the screen.
Oh.
They're just a bunch of question marks.
Oh yeah, that's because I'm doing a secret roll.
I
alright.
got genuinely scared about that.
I was like, what are you talking about? Question mark. There's not anything like what? But anyways, yes, here we are at the top of round 1. Thicket, you're up first.
Okay. Gonna start with a 2-action act together,
Mhm.
where Cranberry's action is going to be to stride. And because Cranberry's striding, Thicket also gets the stride.
Love that. We got the tandem movement.
Mm-hmm. So, let me double check. 25. Oh. He's gonna go up there.
Mhm.
Thicket is going to go over here, out of the way. And then the 2-action action that I'm taking for Thicket is he's going to cast haste on Cranberry.
Oh, haste, hell yeah. All right, and that makes him quickened, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. All right, so that basically means... Okay, so Cranberry gets an extra action each round that can be used only for a stride or a strike.
Correct.
Okay. And I believe... Let me double check quickened. Start of each round. So that does not apply until the start of next round.
Okay. But I do still have 1 action remaining,
Yes.
which Cranberry is going to use to stride again. And then Thicket...
Wait, hold on. Where did that extra action come from? Oh, right, sorry. I forgot how act
Yeah,
together
it was an act
works.
together.
Yeah, forgot how act together works. Okay, so Cranberry doesn't stride.
Yep. And then
Okay.
Thicket is going to stay where he is.
Okay. That brings us now to one of the tigers, which is going to... All right. It is going to attempt to pounce on Cranberry. So it strides and makes a strike at the end of the movement. So it's going to lash out with a claw. That is a 23 to hit Cranberry.
Let me double check that. Oh, yeah, he's off guard. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so in that case, let me get the correct die out. That is going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
That's fine.
And then as second action, the tiger is going to attempt to bite Cranberry. That is a 21 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. So in that case, Cranberry is going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and the tiger is going to attempt to grapple Cranberry. So that is going to be a dirty 20 against Cranberry's Fortitude DC.
That fails.
Okay, so it fails to grab, and that is the end of its turn. That brings us now to the other tiger, who is going to... Let me double check this. There we go. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I forgot. Cranberry's off guard. So from both of those attacks, Cranberry takes a total of... an additional total of 2 points of precision damage.
Gotcha. This is fine.
Forgot about that. Anyways, the other tiger is now going to also stride and attempt, or is also going to attempt to pounce on Cranberry. There we go. So that is going to be a Jaws attack this time. As it just runs over and just... You watch as this thing opens its jaws a solid 125 degrees and just tries to sink its teeth into Cranberry's side.
See.
That is going to be a 29 to hit.
I like to use a hero point.
Okay. That is going to instead be a 19 to hit.
That succeeds.
Okay. So, Cranberry is going to take 9 points of piercing damage, plus 5 points of precision damage, plus the tiger is going to attempt to grab him. That is going to be a 15 against his Fortitude DC.
That fails.
Okay. And then it has one action remaining, which it is going to use to slash with a claw. That is a 22 to hit.
That succeeds.
Okay. So Cranberry takes 14 points of slashing, plus 3 points of precision.
So 14 minus 6 is 8. And then you said an additional 3 points of precision?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I got a plan, Arthur.
That is the end of that tiger's turn. That brings us now to Bastion.
Okay, so I would like to use my alchemical crossbow, but because we haven't used it before, I don't know what the actions... the number of actions to get it loaded with the Dread Ampule and shot.
You take an action to load a single lesser alchemical bomb into the bracket.
Okay.
Needs to deal energy damage. So I believe a Dread Ampule wouldn't work because Dread Ampules deal mental damage and that is not energy.
Okay, in that case, I will use... Can I use an Alchemist Fire then?
Yes.
Okay. Let's use an Alchemist Fire.
All right, so one action to load the Alchemist Fire in. One action to take the crossbow out, so you have one action remaining.
Yep.
And the next 3 attacks deal 1d6 damage of the bomb's type.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, I would like to try and shoot the tiger closest to me.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
these? No ammunition is assigned to the... I'm just gonna roll dice and add it.
Yeah, just roll.
It's doing a bunch of things that it doesn't need to. Okay, that's a 14.
14, okay. Against the tiger, you said?
Yes.
That is unfortunately not a hit.
Shocked and appalled. Okay, that's all of my actions.
Okay.
Actually,
make sure to
question.
subtract the bomb from your inventory.
Yes. Did I actually get healed when
No.
Wyatt...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you didn't. Wyatt barely had time to get his tools out.
Okay.
It was as if the raiders here were waiting for you to be, like, not paying attention to them.
That seems on brand. All right.
Fuck, it's genius.
Not paying attention to them.
So that brings us to the end of Bastion's turn, meaning that Bastion is no longer off guard. That brings us now to Wyatt.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is, I'm gonna first, enfeeble the big tiger here, so I can cast Enfeeble on them. That's a Fortitude save.
It's a Fortitude save. Do you have to make an attack roll as part of that first? No, okay. I'm thinking of a different version of the spell.
You just,
spell entirely,
we're not playing,
maybe.
no D&D, guys, no D&D.
Okay, so Fortitude save against the big tiger there. That is a 15.
All right, 15, that's a fail.
All right.
Failure.
What does that
It's
mean?
Feeble 2 for 1 minute.
All right.
That's really nice.
The target is now enfeebled 2.
Yes, and then I'm going to, give Morgrim guidance with my last action.
Okay, Morgrim is now guided.
Yep.
And that brings us to the end of your turn, so Wyatt is no longer off guard. That brings us now to the hunter on the back of the enfeebled tiger, who currently has a sling out. And let me just double check some ranges here. Okay. He's going to send a sling bullet. Okay.
Sling bullet?
Sorry. Forgot completely that they get this free action at the start of their turns. So he's going to shout out, snarling at Thicket in a language that you do not understand, but Thicket, you can just feel this horrible growling entering your soul. He yells at Cranberry, not Thicket, because Thicket's too far away. And you can just feel this growling entering your soul through this bond that you have with Cranberry. So I need to roll that. That is going to be a 28 against Cranberry's will DC.
This is will DC.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually a crit.
Okay, so Cranberry is now frightened too, as clearly whatever this guy just said freaked Cranberry the fuck out. The bandit is then going to... Oh, sorry, wait. Thicket and Cranberry already took their turn. That means that they shouldn't be off guard anymore.
Oh, hang on, wait, that changes things then.
It does. So, like, give yourself back, like, I think 12 hit points?
Okay.
Sorry, there's a lot of moving parts to this.
You're all good. I'm just gonna add that as stamina because I don't
fine.
remember how much HP I dropped. And then
That's fine.
Okay, no, that fear still crits then.
Yeah.
You said they got a 28.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that fear. Can you add that back on?
Oh yeah, where did that go? What the hell?
I removed it because it was dropping my will. I thought that off guard affected my will.
No, off guard only affects AC.
Gotcha.
Okay. And that means that that Cranberry actually is still off guard because Cranberry is frightened.
Beautiful.
And this bandit is then going to send a sling bullet at Thicket's head. So that is going to be a 16 to hit against Thicket.
Fails.
Okay. He's then going to take a second action to reload, and as a final action, he's going to yell out something. As he's sort of, you watch as he sort of reaches over and like pats the tiger's head while shouting something in its ear. And the tiger sort of perks up and listens. That is the end of his turn. That brings us to Thub.
It does bring it to me. So I am going to, first of all, since my guard was down, I'm assuming my elements have not been channeled.
I'm assuming as much as well. I'm assuming, yeah.
Alright, so I will channel my elements.
Alright, would you like to make your free elemental blast?
Are they in range?
55 feet.
55 feet. This one is... What's the range of this one? This one is...
Your fire is 60, your metal is 30.
Okay, so I can do a fire elemental blast. So I will do a fire elemental blast.
Single
Range,
action.
Of course. Single action, of course. Because I'm not an adult.
So go ahead and roll the
That's definitely not
hit.
a mistake that I would make.
Are you targeting the tiger or the hunter?
I'm going to target the tiger, because best case scenario, I kill the tiger and then it falls and crushes the rider's leg. So, you know, I'm going for the tiger.
You know, that
anyways.
thing that happens.
Well,
yeah,
I will
that
say,
thing that happens.
I will say, saber-toothed tigers weigh more than a car, so.
Oh no!
And I should also note the tiger unhinging its jaw to 125 degrees. That is a real life thing that saber-toothed tigers could do.
Are you serious?
Terrifying.
Yes, they actually. That is how they attack things with their teeth. Was they open their jaws? I did some research for this. If you couldn't tell, they would open their jaws like a huge amount and just stab into something.
Weren't they one of like the biggest like predators against early humans?
Yes.
They were one of the
They
biggest
were. That sounds
predators to
about
ever live. Yeah.
Big word, Jesus Christ.
Smilodons are terrifying.
Go to the La Brea tar pits and learn more.
Okay, I need to actually roll before I get distracted looking for saber-tooth facts. Anyways, that's a 25 to
A
hit.
25 that does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fantastic.
Imagine if we spontaneously turn this podcast into Ice Age animal facts.
That would be really funny. And that would
Did you
also be
know
something
that
we
a
would do.
single rat is actually responsible for the warming of the planet? Go
Jesus
watch
Christ.
Ice Age for more information.
11 points
11
of damage.
points.
It was a
of
squirrel,
fire damage.
thank you very much,
Alright.
Colby.
You're welcome.
The tiger has taken that damage as the bolt of flame just sails into its back end and it just yowls in pain. You have 2 actions remaining.
It's like the Tom and Jerry howl.
Yes. Exactly, yeah. So, Mr. Perez.
Jesus Christ, they were...
Mr. Perez, you have 2 actions remaining!
Okay, yeah. You fucker, you did this to me!
This is what
In
happens.
his defense, you did start it.
This
Yeah.
is what happens when a bunch of ADHD people are in a room together.
Pretty much.
We're not even in a
Anyways.
room, we're just digitally here.
It's a digital
We're in
room.
a digital room.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm going to move up here, and then I'm going to do a single attack. That's all I have left, really. Single attack, metal elemental blast, stabbing, or piercing, rather, for your information, for that was your next question.
Are you targeting the tiger or the rider?
Yes, the tiger, once again,
Okay.
because anything that horrific and deadly needs to be killed. I am now grateful that they are extinct. Anyways.
Jacob Perez be like, I'm gonna channel my ancestors.
28 to hit.
28 does, in fact, hit. That was with multiple attack penalty, too?
Oh shit! No, that was 23. 23.
I was gonna say I don't
man.
think it's physically possible. 23, that still hits.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. It's been a very long day. For
It's
me.
fine. I was just like, man, that math doesn't quite check out.
I gotta tell you about the day that I've had after the session, but first one was a 5, second one was a 7. What is that? 12.
12 points of piercing damage. All right. Lovely, lovely. And that is the end of your turn. That brings us now to the end of Thub's turn. So Thub is no longer off guard. That brings us now to Morgrim, who still had her channel elements up, I'll say, because she was keeping watch. So Morgrim, 3 actions.
4. I'm going to play my card. So I get a quicken move so I can move for free.
Ooh. All right. Somebody using a hero point for once.
Oh,
I
right.
never
Forgot
get
we
cards
had
I
those.
can
I
use.
know.
So
I know.
I'm like,
It's
I'm
great.
super
I love
excited.
it. I love it. I'm so glad.
Oh
all
shit,
right.
my card is actually really good. Well, can't use that anymore.
Okay.
All right. So you're taking your move.
My cone.
Oh.
It's supposed to be 30. These things never work for me.
You
I'm trying to
made
do a 30-foot cone and it just went off
Okay.
the map and now I
Oh.
can't.
So I'm assuming you're pointing it at all of the enemies here.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I got enemies and not
Yes.
Cranberry. but I
Enemies,
think it
all
did.
of the enemies and Cranberry.
No, not. I can't angle. Where?
No matter how you swing it, if you want to get the tiger, then you've
Okay,
got to
then I
hit
won't do that.
Cranberry.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna hit Cranberry.
It's
I'll
kind of
just
a
do
direct line of sight.
Well, I thought you could twist it anywhere in the
I mean-
box. The way I had it a little while ago, it worked, but I might have moved wrong. It was not working super well. So we'll just say I'll do a flying flame, and that should hit the bad guys and not.
Okay.
Cranberry.
And that will hit all targets in a certain distance, yeah?
So 30 feet. Oh my gosh, I still have this stupid cone thing up. Help me! I'm having a hard time.
Okay. So it's 30 feet?
30 feet any
5,
direction I want it to move.
10. Yeah, you can get all of them.
Okay.
Okay, and
Then
they'll
they
need to make reflex saves?
Yes.
Okay. We'll start with the tiger directly in front of you, who gets a 25.
That's a save.
The
damage.
rider gets a 20, or not a 20, an 18.
That's a fail. It's full damage.
Okay. And they have weakness to your fire impulses because aura junction. Now let's go to the other tiger, who gets a 16, and the other rider, who gets a 21.
Oh, that's a fail too.
Okay, so that I believe means that the only one who succeeded was the tiger directly in front of you.
Yeah, the first one you did, but so that's 6 damage,
So
and then
6
everybody else
damage.
gets 12.
One in front of you, everyone else takes 12. Oh, right, weakness. How much is the weakness? Equal to half your
Wait,
level.
my thermal nimbus wasn't up. I forgot because I think you said it into at combat. I had
Right,
it
but this
up.
isn't thermal nimbus. This is your aura
Oh,
junction.
this is just. Oh,
This is
okay.
something that happens from them being in your aura. They now have a weakness equal to half your level to your fire impulses. So that means that it takes an additional 2 points of damage. So that means that now the tiger directly in front of Morgrim is bloodied. The hunter there takes a total of 14, including weakness. Then we go to the other ones who just take the regular 12. Okay. And I
Then
believe...
that's my last action. I will activate my thermal nimbus.
Okay.
Nimbus hit.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so that is the end of Morgrim's turn. That brings us now to the final hunter, who is riding the tiger directly in front of Morgrim. This guy is going to take his free action to attempt to demoralize Morgrim. Just snarls at you, and you watch as he just unsheathes the claw, like from this extra little scabbardy. It's like he had an extra scabbard covering the claws itself, and you hear it grind away as if this is a specially designed sheath to sharpen the weapon as it's pulled out for use. I
I'd sell that on Amazon.
Fuck.
So that
Drop
is
shippers.
unfortunately for the bandit. Morgrim, you are not intimidated by this shit, I would say, as that is only an 11 to demoralize you.
Yep, good.
I saw this on Instagram Shorts. They're drop shipping it, you know.
So, the hunter is then going to attempt to slash at you, Morgrim, with the claw blade. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Morgrim, you take 8 points of slashing damage. This hunter is then going to use that momentum to swing around and attempt to stab Cranberry. That is going to be an 18 to hit Cranberry.
To hit Cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So, that is going to be, against Cranberry, 9 points of slashing damage.
That's fine.
And then, as his final action, this hunter is going to do the same thing that the other one did, sort of, but now that Morgrim, you're closer, you can sort of see that what he's actually doing is reaching over and grabbing a collar on the tiger's neck and sort of twisting it in a specific way, which gets the tiger's attention and gets it to listen. As this command, you'd imagine, is issued. And that is the end of his turn. You activated Thermal Nimbus, so he should have taken what? 2 points of damage?
2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that. That brings us to the top of round 2. And Thicket, as you prepare to figure out what to do next, something falls from the sky.
What?
Into the snow,
Excuse me?
in between Thub, Wyatt, and Bastion.
Huh?
As you look at it, it looks like a crystal of some kind. A very, almost sort of perfect crystal, which has like this glowing yellow within it. And as it lands, you notice it appears to have cracked a bit, and those cracks begin to widen.
Seems
Thicket,
bad.
you're up.
I'm gonna ignore that for now. And
Arthur, I got a plan, Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a 3-action act together,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Ash Cloud centered on Cranberry.
Okay. I should also actually note that the tiger is off guard currently because it's flanked by Morgrim and Cranberry.
Beautiful.
So you're casting. Sorry, you said Ash Cloud centered on Cranberry.
Yep.
All right. What's the radius on that?
20 feet.
Okay.
20-foot burst.
20-foot burst. That just barely gets Morgrim in it.
Oh shit. Could I just put it like right above Cranberry then? Like just enough to get Morgan out or Morgrim out?
Like. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So like, there.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Okay, so it's difficult terrain for flying creatures, and creatures can't detect anything using their sense of smell, and anything starting their turn within this cloud takes 2d4 fire damage. All right. Lovely, lovely.
And yeah, they take the Fortitude save at the start of their turns.
Okay, so not now.
Yep.
All right then.
And then with Cranberry's portion of the act together, he's going to make a strike against the off-guard tiger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a 25 to hit.
25, that does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 11 points of bludgeoning, 1 point of fire.
All right, for a total of 12 points of damage. Lovely, lovely.
And then, because Cranberry is hasted,
Yes.
for his final action, he is going to stride.
Okay. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Then that will bring us now.
Hang on. That was 15 feet. 20, 25, just to be safe.
Okay. That will bring us now to the enfeebled tiger, who has to make a fortitude save against the ash cloud.
Yep.
That is a 25.
That succeeds.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Let me double check.
Also make sure to mark that you use that spell slot.
Yep. Let's see. It takes half damage.
Okay, so 2d4 halved.
Yep. That is 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire damage. All right. And then it gets to take its turn. So the first thing it's going to do is, it is going to stride out of the cloud and attempt to pounce on Cranberry again.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be a Jaws attack. That is a 19 to hit Cranberry.
19 to hit Cranberry. That succeeds.
Okay. And Cranberry is not off guard against this attack.
My mistake. Shit. That was a 19. You said?
Yes.
That still hits.
Okay. So Cranberry is going to take 9 points of piercing damage. And the tiger is going to attempt to grab him as the teeth sink in, and it just sort of clamps its jaws shut, trying to keep this roiling mass of elemental power contained. That is going to be a 29 against Cranberry's Fortitude DC.
Oh, that succeeds.
Okay. Is it critical or just regular?
Nope, regular success.
Okay. So in that case, Cranberry is now...
Oh, wait. Hang on. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say a 29?
Yes, 29.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that crits.
Okay. So, that means that Cranberry is now restrained. And now it is going to use its final action to attempt to wrestle Cranberry to the ground. So it slashes at him with a claw. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so Cranberry is going to take from that... right, and Cranberry's off guard from this, so Cranberry is going to take 8 points of slashing, plus 1 point of precision, and is immediately knocked prone. And that is the end of that tiger's turn.
Okay.
That brings us now to the other tiger, who has to make that fortitude save against the ash cloud. It gets a natural 1.
Okay, that is a critical failure.
Yeah.
Which means that it takes double damage and is blinded for 1 round.
Ooh. All right. So go ahead and roll that damage as it becomes blinded. As it just yowls while the ash gets in its eyes.
What's like the Tom and Jerry scream? You know what I'm talking about.
I can hear the sound.
Yeah! That's the one I
That's
can think of.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's 10 points of fire damage.
Okay. And I believe since it's in the range of thermal nimbus,
Yes.
does that mean that it gets weakness to all fire?
Let me look.
Or does it just take... No, allies get resistance, enemies just take damage. They don't have...
Correct.
Okay. So it just takes the 10 points of fire damage. It is now mortal.
Okay, and as I said, it is blind.
And how long is it blinded for?
All time. No, 1 round.
1 round, okay. So it is then going to... Let's see. Okay. It is going to stumble out of the ash cloud and just sort of run past everyone. And you watch as it sort of, like, tries to paw the ash out of its eyes. Before sort of, like, you can see it's starting to, like, tear up a bit. It turns and sort of gets bearing on its surroundings. Enough to, let's see. Can't detect anything using vision. Okay. It does have scent, though, so it is going to be able to rush thicket using its scent. Double check. Okay. Yeah, since it does have the other scent, you are not hidden from it. Yeah, you are not hidden from it. So it will hold on. Blinded is confusing. Okay. I'm going to say that it does not need to make the flat check to try to target you. But because it's not able to see you, it is going to take a penalty. So that is going to be with a claw. That is going to be a 27 to hit thicket.
Oh, that still hits.
Okay. So, thicket is going to take from that 15 points of slashing damage.
Ooh. I'm down.
Okay, thicket is now unconscious. Does that mean that Cranberry is retracted?
Yep, I believe so. Let me just double check that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he dissolves.
Okay, so as Cranberry is retracted into you, losing all of those status conditions, as you sort of start to lose consciousness, you think you can almost understand the tiger's snarl. You feel a warmth from the weave stone that you got back in Yogwal that's currently attached to your clothing. As if the energy from this stone is allowing you to understand, almost.
Oh?
So what your stone does, you're finally finding out what the positive effect of this stone is. You're able to cast Speak with Animals once per day.
It took me dying to figure that out.
Yeah, I meant to mention it at the start of the fight, but I kind of forgot, even though I told myself for several weeks not to forget.
How does one naturally find that out?
We're just saying that it's because he's going down within an animal distance.
Within an animal?
Yeah, you're within the animal. Well, you're about to be within the animal, as it's going to attempt a bite attack on you with its final action.
Oh, true.
So, against Thicket, it still has its claw on Thicket as it's going to go down with its teeth and try to sink them directly into Thicket's neck. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, Thicket, your dying value increases by 2. The bearer of the Soul of Frost is on death's door as we get to the start of Bastion's turn.
Hey, let me just double check a distance real quick. No, why is it making a circle? I don't want a circle, I just want...
Perhaps because you're using measurement templates and not the ruler.
Well, it doesn't show me the ruler right now for some reason.
Because you need to have token controls selected.
I had token... Okay.
Clearly not if
He's
you're making
25
templates.
feet away. Alright, it doesn't
Yes.
matter. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cast 2 action heal from my font of heal.
Mm-hmm.
On Thicket, if we need that clarified. But I
assumed
figured
as
that was
much.
implicit. Yeah.
I assumed as much. However, that is appreciated clarification, because you know me.
You would have been like, yeah, you healed the tiger. Fuck you.
So that is 3d8 plus 24, I believe.
That is 39 points of healing.
39 points of healing to Thicket.
Whoa.
Welcome back.
Welcome back! Thicket is like you just got 8 shots of adrenaline directly into your nervous system.
You can't
Okay.
see under the blindfold, but my eyes shoot open.
They shoot open to a painful degree, like you think your eyelids have somehow gone back up into your skull.
Well, that's a problem for later. I'm gonna use
So,
my
yeah.
last action to try and target this hunter on the
Okay,
back of the tiger by Thicket.
go for it.
You can smell the colors at this point.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
Okay, I believe you need to take an action to reload the crossbow.
Oh,
Which
that's
you have
true.
not done.
Never mind, I just reload the crossbow.
Okay, apologies. I realized that as you rolled. Alright. That is... Oh, it's no longer off guard. That is the end of your turn then, Bastion. As the crystal continues to crack next to you. That brings us to
Fuck,
Wyatt.
I forgot the crystal!
Yes,
Is
you
that a
did.
grenade? Do I know if that's a grenade or not?
Make a recall knowledge check of your choice as an action.
As an action, okay. Actually, this is the perfect thing to use an action for, because I actually had an extra action I was thinking of doing. Recall knowledge, you said?
Yes.
Oh god, I'm not good at any of this. Can I use underworld lore? Are
Sure,
these
that is a
popular?
recall knowledge.
Alright.
That is a recall
I
knowledge.
will use underworld lore, see if they use grenades in here. That's gonna be a 20.
This isn't any grenade you've ever seen. All the grenades you've seen have been shipped in from Vothmel, and yeah, they're never just rocks. This looks like a rock or a piece of glass or something.
Alright, I gotta worry about this later, because my friend Pickett's about to be blasted, or about to be sawed in half. He's gonna hit him with, hit the, which is the one that's damaged right now?
The one that's currently below Thicket, the tiger
Okay.
is mortal and the hunter is not bloodied.
Okay, the tiger is mortal, you said?
Yes, and blinded, so it is off guard to this attack.
Alright,
if you're attacking.
he's
it.
gonna attack him with a divine lance.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. And that's a 2-action thing, yes?
2 actions, so that's my last 2 actions. Yep.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
26, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's gonna be... Oh, it's a lot of damage. 15 spirit damage.
15 points of spirit damage as just... You look at this crystal on the ground, you're like, fuck it, that's not a problem for right now. You just hurl this divine lance and it just sails through the air as this tiger is about to bite back down on Thicket directly into his skull. Jacob, what the fuck are you doing?
I was trying to see how far he was, and I accidentally clicked.
As the tiger is about to just slam its teeth directly into Thicket's eye sockets, you just send this divine lance directly through its skull. And it just keels over dead. The rider is going to... Let me double check mounted combat real quick. Because I think it needs to make a save. Yes.
Bitch.
So, oh yeah. Okay, no, never mind. The mount is stable, or it's stationary, not stable. So the rider is able to jump off successfully, without going off guard. All right, Wyatt, that is the end of your turn.
Correct.
That brings us now to the hunter with the sling, who is going to first and foremost, is going to send a sling bullet at Bastion. That is going to be a 19 to hit Bastion.
I believe that will hit.
Yes, it does. So, Bastion, you are going to take from that 9 points of bludgeoning damage. The hunter is then going to take an action to reload the sling, and then the final action to command the tiger. That brings us now to Thub, as this crystal continues to glow and crack next to you.
Oh boy. So, can I like look at the crystal? Like, what's going on with this crystal?
You can make a recall knowledge check as an action if you'd like.
I'll make a recall knowledge check.
All right, so go ahead and roll with one of your recall knowledge skills.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll do nature. I'm trained in nature, so I'll just do nature.
Go for it.
All right. What is that? It's dark. I'm turning the light on. Fuck it.
Probably a good idea to
Ruin
turn a
the
light
immersion.
on.
I'm ruining the immersion.
No lights
okay.
for Jacob.
That
Ruben.
is 27.
27. You know, you're not entirely sure what the function of this object is. Judging by the fact that it has energy in it and is cracking, you know, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together. But looking at it, it actually looks like it might be made of ice. And
So
you can
it's just an ice
see
block.
these, like, it almost looks like it's got, like, runes, almost as if it's been welded together with runes. These tiny little runes along the edges.
All right, well,
Did you
just
say
Forming
how
like
large
forming
it
like a perfect prism. Emma, what was your question?
Did you say how large it was?
Small. It could probably fit in. You could easily hold it in one hand.
Oh, okay.
So like a baseball?
Bigger than a baseball. I would say it's probably a solid, like, 6 inches long, maybe 2.5 inches wide at its widest point. So, Thub, you have 2 actions remaining. As I'm sure Emma and Yono are regretting their decisions for their turns.
Yep.
So you said that it was a tight, like basically just a crystal of welded runes?
Crystal of welded ice. It's like the ice has been welded together with runes.
Oh.
Does it
okay.
look something like this, perhaps? I want to make sure if I get a good idea on what it looks like. I'm gonna send a photo in the chat. Does it kind of look like this?
No. It does not look like a grenade. It looks like a
We did
crystal.
already cover that.
I love how
making sure.
Yono heard block of ice welded together with runes and thought, you know, that sounds a lot like a grenade.
You know, this sounds like it looks a lot like a pineapple for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, Thub, 2
I'm
actions.
gonna call it a pomegranate. You know, I'm gonna call it a pomegranate.
It's not a okay.
Thub, 2
yeah.
actions.
Yeah, 2 actions. So I'm going to use a 2-action ranged elemental metal blast
Okay.
on this here feller right there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. I believe
Fantastical.
he is within range.
That's gonna be piercing damage for the record.
Okay.
26.
26. That does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll that lovely 2d8 plus 4 piercing damage.
2d8 plus 4 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
7, 2, that's 4, so that's 11 plus 4. What was it for? Yeah, 11 plus 4. I love how you just told me that it was 4.
Yeah.
And then I just...
I was like sort of stunned.
I have short-term memory
So
loss.
what's
apparently.
that a total of? That's a total
I
of
need a
15?
diagnosis. Yeah, it's 15.
All right. Total of 15 points of damage. That hunter is now bloodied. As these shards of metal, as Thub just looks at this ice crystal on the ground and goes, huh, okay, whoomph, sends these shards of metal streaking straight through. Like the hunter dismounts his dead mount and just immediately gets impaled by like 5 bolts of metal. That is the end of Thub's
Good.
turn. That brings us to Morgrim.
I need to be diagnosed.
Okay.
Have you not been already?
with not with short-term memory loss, but apparently I'm showing symptoms.
Morgrim is going to move.
All right.
And then 2 action. Melee blasts the dude. I can reach him,
All
right? Or no?
Yeah, you can reach the rider.
Oh, nope. I rolled a 2.
Ooh, that does not hit, unfortunately. You
Wait.
have- that was a 2-action
Nothing.
blast, you
Yep.
said?
That's
All right,
all
then.
I got.
That is the end of your turn. That brings us now to the hunter, who just dismounted, who is going to run over to Thicket, and is going to attempt to stab at him with a claw blade.
Bastard.
That is going to be a 30 to hit. And you have no hero points, so
Yeah,
I'm going to say that is a critical
that is, in
hit,
fact,
most
a critical
likely.
hit.
All right, so that is going to be, in that case, 2 Thicket. That is going to be... Sorry, there's a lot of numbers.
Oh no.
Jeez,
23
okay.
points of piercing damage.
Could be worse.
As this,
I'm still-
as Thicket, you feel this claw blade just go straight into your chest, like right above the Soul of Frost, where it might have clinked off. Just right there. And is then going to use his final action to go for a second claw blade with his other claw blade. That one is only going to be a 17 to hit.
That just reaches my AC.
Okay,
Oh,
so not
no.
critical though. As Thicket takes an additional 7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh,
Thicket
man.
is now mortal again, I do believe.
Oh boy.
That brings us to the end of the round, and at the end of the round, the crystal crack, 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 boom! I don't know how we didn't all see this coming. So I need
I forgot it
Bastion,
existed.
Wyatt, and Thub to all make reflex saves, please.
Yeah.
As the
This is what I get for
glowing
forgetting
energy
things.
within the crystal shatters it and explodes out.
To be fair,
That's a
Why
24
does it
for
know?
me.
That, Jesus Christ, I got a 29.
So 29, Bastion got a 24.
I believe I have something for this. I did not roll 13. I, in fact, persisting. Where do I find my feats? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna use my halfling luck, which I never use.
Okay.
So I will. Can I do that?
Let's see.
Triggering check.
Halfling
You
luck.
fail. Did I fail that saving throw?
That, you got a 13? Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you
I will
did.
use my halfling luck and I will re-roll that.
Okay. Okay.
27.
So, you all, as this thing is like cracking, you all suddenly put 2 and 2 together, and you're like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't be near this thing." And as it bursts, you start just moving enough to cover your,
Faces.
your faces and whatever. So let me go ahead and roll some damage real fast.
Oh boy,
That
oh
is
boy,
going
oh boy,
to
oh boy, oh boy.
be reduced in half to all of you. Each of you takes 10 points of force damage.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Well,
Dramatic.
And as that crystal explodes, top of round 3, another one, whew, boom, into the ground
Okay,
Right
so
there.
where are these coming from?
from the
yeah,
sky.
what kind of bomber plane do they have?
So you would have seen that it has an approximately 15-foot blast radius. So,
So
right now,
gas
that is
bomb,
everyone
okay.
who would be targeted. Thicket, it is now your turn.
It is now my turn. Okay.
Yes, you are currently prone.
Yep. Which one of those was bloodied?
The hunter that's currently got one of his claws in you.
And these guys are looking just fine.
They're looking pretty much just fine, yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Seeing as I am nearly dead, and I'm in a very bad position,
Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
I would like to use Berry on the Branch.
I see. All right. You activate your last stand. At what rank?
Wait. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Only first rank.
First rank. Okay. So you look into your mind. You can feel Cranberry staring back at you, and you hear Cranberry's voice.
It is time. We must survive.
As you feel Cranberry exiting the Soul of Frost, and surrounding your body. So, you all watch as Cranberry seems to surround Thicket like a suit of molten armor. This unleashes a burst of elemental energy. So, number of d6s equal to your level. Roll them, please. 5d6.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
With a 30-foot blast radius.
That is 21 points of fire damage.
Okay. So, that means... And it does not affect your allies. That is important. And it is going to use... It is just all of Cranberry's elements. So, I believe at this point that would be... Fire and ice are the only ones that Cranberry has currently. So,
Yeah, fire and ice.
It will deal whichever type of damage is most effective, and that means both enemies need to make all three enemies need to make reflex saves. So we'll start with the one who's right next to you currently, and this is against your summoner DC.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy right next to you, whose eyes open wide in horror, gets a 13.
That is a failure.
All right, the tiger gets a 28.
That succeeds.
Okay, and the other hunter gets a 13.
That also fails.
Okay, so both hunters will take full damage, and the tiger will take half damage. So how much did you roll again?
21.
Okay, 21 points of damage. The guy who just had his claw in you just... gets incinerated by the blast. The other guy is immediately... That's 12. That's not correct. Is immediately knocked down to bloodied, and the tiger takes some damage and is not looking too great either. And in addition, you use the channel elements action. So that means that you do get a right. Oh wait, no, you don't get the elemental blasts because you just have the archetype. So your channel elements is now active though.
Good to know.
So go ahead and open your gate. And you are now spent 1. And we're just going to keep Thicket Stoken on the field instead of pulling down Cranberries because it just makes more sense.
And then is that just... How many actions is that?
Free.
I see.
You still have an entire turn at your disposal.
All right. Now, just looking over at... where'd it go? There it is. God, looking at how Meld into Eidolon works.
Oh, you use Cranberry's statistics.
Right. So let me pull him up. So I'm effectively just acting as Cranberry, right? Like Thicket,
Yeah,
gameplay-wise,
basically.
just doesn't exist anymore.
I think basically, yeah, you can't act, can't cast spells, activate or benefit from magic items that normally would benefit you and not your Eidolon. And you can't use tandem actions. So, yeah.
Okay,
Now, does Cranberry keep status effects when he gets unsummoned?
I don't know. Hang
I
on.
think he does. We're going to say because these are special circumstances, I'm going to say he does not keep those status penalties.
Okay.
Or any of those effects. I'll say, yeah, no, a turn would have already passed. Yeah, turn has already passed, so wouldn't have been frightened anyways, and he's not grabbed anymore or prone. Well, no, he is prone because you are currently prone. So he's not restrained, but he is still prone as you are prone. So, go ahead and take your turn. You have all 3 of your actions at your disposal.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start by pushing myself off the ground as
Okay.
the snow melts all around me.
All right.
That was one action,
Mm-hmm.
and then, oh god, is that part of a stride? Or
No,
does that take up the entire stride?
that takes up
Or
an
that's
action.
Gotcha. All right.
So you have 2 actions remaining.
All right. I'm going to
Actually, wait, hold on. How long was that quicken supposed to last?
1 minute.
Okay.
Would I still have that then, or has a minute?
I would say a minute is definitely not passed. So I would say Cranberry is still quickened, meaning that you have an extra action to use. Since you're acting as Cranberry, you have an extra action to use to stride or strike.
Just get it to myself. Then I'm going to use that extra action to stride on over here. Oh shit! Does thermal nimbus affect me?
No.
It does not damage.
You get like I think
Yeah,
2
you
resistance.
get you get
for
resistance.
fire.
You get
Oh,
resistance,
okay.
but no detriments to you.
All right. And then this doesn't affect my health at all, does it?
No,
Like my health is still what it was.
your health is still all fucked up.
Okay, and I can't use items, correct?
Correct, unless they would also benefit Cranberry. However, I will note, if I remember correctly from what I wrote in the last stand rules, while you are using your last stand, you cannot go unconscious.
Perfect.
Yeah, you do not fall unconscious when you are reduced to 0 HP. Though your dying value functions as normal, you do not die until your ability's duration expires.
Okay, great.
So yeah. And also, just a
Then-
reminder to a rules change that I made for everyone, whenever you level up, your spent value goes down by 1. So,
Oh, that's very good to know.
yeah.
Yeah, because I had just a 2 or 3.
Yeah, you were at,
one point.
2. Morgan was at 2, now Morgan is at 1.
All right.
So yes.
You guys are crazy.
So with my next action, I'm going to, as Cranberry, point at the rider and scream, just let out just an abhorrent roar, and attempt to demoralize it.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation as Cranberry. And this is at the rider?
Yes, the rider.
Okay.
then-
right. Do you roll intimidation? You roll intimidation against his will DC, yeah.
I believe so, yes.
So go ahead and roll that.
And then for Cranberry, that would just be flat charisma, correct? Cranberry doesn't have any
Yes.
skills himself.
Cranberry does have skills, just not that one.
Right. Oh, that was a
Cranberry,
bad one. That's
Cranberry
9.
does not have any skills with that. 9? Okay. That unfortunately is a failure.
All
Not a
right.
critical failure, though.
No trouble. Then I'm just, in that case, going to sucker punch the tiger.
You know what? I'm going to say that because I'm very confused by how meld into meld into Eidolon works.
Meld into Imillon.
We become part of the world.
I'm trying to figure out.
That's very meta.
Yeah, no, you are just Cranberry, so yeah, you wouldn't have that. You're just using Cranberry's ability scores for everything. Okay, so yeah. What were you using next?
Just a primary strike against
Okay.
Big Boy.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hit.
Ooh, 18.
18, unfortunately, does not hit.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Wait. Use one action to get up, one action. One action to get up, one action to stride, one action to intimidate, one action. Okay, yeah, that'll
can't
that'll
act
check
together.
out. I know. 'Tis the drawback. That
Yep.
brings us, and you end your turn, of course, within the 15-foot blast radius of the crystal. That brings us to the tiger now.
2 fire damage, please.
Takes 2 points of fire damage. Thank you for the reminder. All right. And actually, let me just double check your aura junction. It gains weakness of fire to your fire impulses. Is that stance an impulse?
I don't think so.
Thermal Nimbus is an impulse.
Oh, it isn't?
So it takes an additional 2 points of damage. So basically, anything that's taking your Thermal Nimbus takes 4 points of damage because it has weakness to the impulse.
Cool.
All right, so that is how it starts its turn. It is then going to, slash at Thicket with a claw. That is going to be a 28 to hit Thicket. Thicketberry.
And I'm using Cranberry's AC.
Yes.
That is a critical hit.
Critical hit, okay. With the claw, so that is going to be a total of 26 points of slashing damage. So you are now immediately brought to dying 3 because you were already wounded.
Ooh. Wait.
But I am not unconscious.
You are not unconscious.
Oh.
Do you... That's not good.
So, the tiger is then going to use its second action.
Okay, I'll just note that as dying.
Run 30 feet over there, and then its final action to pounce, to run around and pounce at Thub with a jaws strike. So Thub, that is a 16 to hit. Jacob
A
Perez.
16 does not hit.
Okay, then you are not hit by that attack as the tiger is now directly behind you. The other tiger is dead, so that brings us now to Bastion Parker. You are currently within the blast radius.
So, to be clear, the blast radius is this circle here.
Yes, hold on. I'll color it. I'll make it a different color because there's a lot of orange on the screen.
Thank you.
right
That helps. There's a lot of colors everywhere.
There's a lot of
There we go. It is now
circles,
blue.
too.
There are 2
Okay.
circles. Oh, there are a lot of circles actually.
There's
So,
actually like a lot more
currently-
circles.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Currently-
5 circles.
Yeah.
6 circles.
Currently, the people in the blast radius are Thicket, who I will remind you is dying 3 right now. So the second, basically, because this ability, his last stand ability lasts until the end of combat. The second combat ends. If he is dying 4, he dies instantly.
Epic.
Actually, right now, because he spent 1, he would die instantly. If he is still
Oh yeah,
dying.
because you lose one
Can-
of your dying.
Okay, so
Yep.
here's my... Can I stabilize him as he's...
Sure. Yeah. Dying still functions as normal. He just doesn't fall unconscious.
Okay, we're gonna use 2 actions to stabilize our boy over here.
Okay.
What just happened?
Can I
So
bring
that
him to 1 hit
means-
point? Wait, is he at 0 hit points right now, technically?
Yes.
Does Martyr's Intervention trigger on this?
Does what?
Does Martyr's Intervention trigger? If they take damage to reduce the 0 hit points, I could just not have that happen.
Hold on, I'm looking for this. I'm not seeing this
Here.
anywhere on your sheet.
Here, I just cast it.
Oh, it's a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would
Okay,
this work?
so
Because he's not unconscious. So I wouldn't
I would
know.
I'm going to be nice and say that
You don't have to be nice.
Well,
Because again, I don't want to.
oh wait, it's Thicken's turn anyway. So a turn has not been had since the a turn has not been taken. Bastion has not taken any action, so yes, you can use Martyr's Intervention.
Okay. I literally reach out my hand and you see like I saw like pull taut strings of the souls that are now glowing bright gold, and I connect my life force with thickets for just a moment, and well, I become wounded 1, and he becomes wounded 1.
Okay, so Thicket is now wounded 2 at 1 hit point, not dying.
Yes. Okay.
And Wyatt is now wounded 1. Okay.
That really
so
hurt. Ow,
I will note again. Thicket's maximum dying value is 3. If Thicket goes down again, he will die at the end of combat.
Yes.
I will remind you again. Thicket is now at 1 hit point within the blast radius of an explosive. Bastion, you're up.
Okay.
And you have not had to stabilize, so you still have your full turn.
Wonderful. Excellent news. Can I use my action to tackle Thicket and I out of the blast radius?
I would say you'd have to use 1 action to stride, 1 action to shove. If you don't have any other abilities that allow you to shove while running.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you move as 1 action, and then Thicket, do you allow yourself to be shoved?
Yes.
Okay, so I will say right now, a simple shove will only get Thicket 5 feet, which will still put him in the blast radius. Bastion, I need you to roll to see if you critically succeed in order to push him 10 feet.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling
Athletics against his fortitude.
Yes. And I will say, since Thicket is willing, we'll give you a bonus to this.
Okay, well, that's a 24.
24. That, even without any bonuses, is a critical success. Or, well, what's Cranberry's Fortitude DC, right? We're using Cranberries. That is still a critical success.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yes!
Bastion, you managed to push Thicket 10 feet, pushing him out of the blast radius. However, I'm assuming you're trying to follow.
Yeah.
You, unfortunately, are still in the blast radius.
I still have an action.
You, however,
yeah?
have 1 action, yes.
Cool. We're gonna go this way.
Okay. Actually, sorry, all of this shenanigans with Wyatt's reaction is just reminding me, Thicket, your initiative would not have moved, so you would still be before Bastion, so you're gonna go now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, this is a whole lot of shenanigans at once, which is perfectly okay. Wyatt, that's an awesome spell. So Bastion,
Thank
that
you.
is the end of your turn. Thicket, that brings us to you.
Okay. Oh, let's see.
You have all 3 reactions.
I can't see anybody else on the board.
Right, that's because you're technically outside the map. Let's just move you there for the
There we
sake
go.
of being able to see.
Okay. Now, using my first action, I would like to stride.
All right.
Ooh, that collides with a wall.
Nothing should be colliding with walls right now because there are no walls.
I also got that message. I don't know why.
I can't
I don't know
move.
why either. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the movement right now because something's wrong.
Okay.
Just measure and I'll move.
Yeah. So, to here.
And remember to measure from 1 space back.
Yep.
Okay, so there.
My second action, I'm going to stride to over here.
Okay. 1 action remaining.
I have 2 actions. I'm hasted.
Oh, right. Hasted. Forgot about the haste. All right.
Aha.
2 actions remaining.
Obsessed with how this makes me tackling him out of the blast radius entirely pointless.
We'll say, yeah, I apologize. This is a lot of moving parts.
I still appreciate the help. Now, let's see.
And you got yourself out of the blast radius, so not completely pointless.
But I could have done that in 1 move.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what is, very interesting
Mm.
is that Thicket can't cast spells, but Cranberry can.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would like to, for the rule of cool, I would like to use Gouging Claw.
Okay. It's not even rule of cool. Gouging Claw just has extra abilities. Well, oh, wait, right. Well, it is an attack. It does count as an attack. Well, no, Quicken specifies strike.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you have to strike. Sorry.
Right, yeah, it'll just. It's okay. Yeah, it'll
I
just
apologize.
be.
Just gotta strike,
Well,
man.
you know what? No. You have 2 actions remaining. Gouging Claw is
You
a
use
2-action ability. You use one of your actions to stride. There you
I
go.
was gonna say,
You use
you're
your
right,
Quicken
yeah.
action to
Could
strike.
use it.
Okay,
Yeah, that works
Used it
perfectly
for
fine.
moving.
Perfect. Beautiful.
So much math. All right, so go ahead and roll the hit with your Gouging Claw. Against the tiger or the rider?
Let's go with the tiger.
Okay, go for it.
I'd just like to imagine that by the time that Cam gets to work this evening, his brain will be so fried that nothing happens on the news.
You know what's funny? When I go to work after a session, I actually have more energy.
Really?
I
Dirty
do.
20.
Dirty 20 to
Extroverted.
hit. Unfortunately, does not hit. It's not that I'm extroverted, it's that I have more energy because all the adrenaline is pumping through my mind.
Fair enough.
So what brand of steroid do you use?
No comment. All right, so that unfortunately does not hit. And that, I believe, is the end of your turn then. Yes?
Yeah,
Colby?
that's the end of my turn. I
Okay.
apologize.
And because of the whole snafu with turn order, I'm going to say Bastion gets 1 more action.
Okay.
I'm trying to be nice here.
I know, I just didn't know I was going to.
No, I know.
Give me a second.
Illegal.
Okay, how far am I from that tiger?
You are currently 45 feet approximately from the tiger.
Oh, excellent. I'm gonna cast... Oh, I only have 1 action. How many hit points does Colby have?
1.
Oh, I can't touch him, though. God damn it. Alright, I'm just
Ow.
gonna move. I'm gonna move closer.
Okay. You have now moved closer. That brings us to Wyatt, who's currently within the blast radius.
I will take 1 step here.
Alright.
So that's gonna be 5 feet of movement. Wait, actually no. You know what? I'm gonna take the grenade blast. I don't care. I'm
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm gonna just 2-action heal. Wait, hold on. I can. What does this do? 1 action. Okay, I'm gonna 2-action heal Thicket.
2-action heal Thicket as a third. I'm assuming from your font.
Font.
So that
Yes,
is a
I
third
only
level.
have-
So that is going to be 3d8 plus 24.
3d8.
Whoa.
My gosh. 3d8 plus 24. Congrats, you got 42 points of healing.
Oh my god.
Thicket is all the way back up to full, but is
You're
still
forgetting.
winded.
Yeah, you're
But-
forgetting my entire character is built to do this.
So you have 1 action
uh,
remaining now.
1 action.
I don't think we're forgetting because you do remind us constantly.
Yes.
You do.
I like to say
It comes
Wyatt
up a
keeps.
lot.
I will say Wyatt. That's his character. He keeps reminding people that he's important. I got 1 extra. I need a. Can I aid Thicket somehow? Or can I try and intimidate this guy? I'm gonna try and intimidate him. I'm gonna try and
Sure.
intimidate the rider. I'll intimidate
ahead.
the rider.
Okay, go. How do you
Um,
attempt to intimidate as you roll intimidation? I would say
okay, so
roll
as I
first and then decide what.
Yes,
you
I was gonna say this has gotta be his character. Oh, 11.
11. All right. What do you say? That is
Uh,
unfortunately a failure.
Yes, he just starts. He just says the F word really loudly.
Wyatt just screams, "Fuck!" Everyone just turns and looks at him, and the rider just cocks his head to one side and is like, speaks in common. You are disgusting. This is the first time you've ever heard one of the saber-tooth
Wow.
raiders speak common.
Mhm.
That is the end of Wyatt's turn. Wyatt
Yes,
ends his
it
turn
is.
in the blast radius. That brings us now to the hunter, who is going to start out by looking around and is going to send a sling bullet at Morgrim. That is going to be a 25 to hit Morgrim.
Yes.
Okay. Then that is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. The rider is then going to take an action to reload, and then final action to send a sling bullet at Bastion. That brings us to a 10 to hit against Bastion.
He's not hit.
All right, that is the end of his turn. He ends his turn with a sling unloaded. That brings us now to Thub.
Hello. 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 My goodness. Anyways, what was I saying? So, I am going to turn around. I have my sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to strike. I'm gonna stab the cat with the sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Fantastic. Actually, you know what? Hold on. If I use Dracusin breath in a line, will that
would hit both?
Both? Would that hit both of them?
Yep, they technically take up the same space right now. So that would hit both of them. Yeah, I should also note, for Dracusin breath, you don't have an option of a line or a cone. You only have the line.
Cool.
So, would you like to use Dracusin breath?
Let me ask you something. Is that affected by multi-attack penalty?
No, it's they make reflex saves.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one attack with my sword onto the tiger, and then with my second/third move, I'll use the Dracusin breath.
Okay, so go ahead and roll to hit with your sword first.
Sword. That is a 24 to hit.
24 against the tiger does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fantastic. It's a 1d10. I forgot that this is the 1d10. Wahaha. 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 That is an 8. Wait, actually, wait. +1.
Plus 9.
Slashing damage, yes.
All right, 9 points of
9
damage.
slashing.
The tiger is now bloodied, and you then, as the blade sinks into the tiger, you just unleash your breath directly into it. So both of them, starting with the tiger, will need to make reflex saves. The tiger gets a natural 20 for a total of 31, and the hunter gets a 25.
I think that's gonna succeed for both of them.
So yeah, critical success for the tiger. So the tiger actually takes no damage. The tiger manages to dodge out of the way somehow, but half damage for the hunter. So go ahead and roll that 3d4 and cut it in half.
3d4, cut it in half.
Yes.
4, 3. So 8 plus 3, that's 11. Cut it in half. Are we saying that's 5 or 6?
5.
Bummer.
All right, so 5 points of damage. The hunter is now mortal, and I need you to roll one more d4 because that is your cooldown on your breath. Your breath, you cannot use your breath for another 1d4 rounds.
What, with the d4?
Yeah, 1d4.
I rolled 1. I rolled a 1.
All right, so you have 1 round of cooldown on your breath, and that is the end of your turn. That brings us now to Morgrim, who is currently in the explosion radius.
Yes, I'm going to move out.
All right.
That. And then I will. Ooh, wait, hold on. How do I? Wait. I gotta take that last one back.
Okay.
I move down here so they can be in my little
There we
pack.
go.
And then I'm going to do flying flame to hit both of them.
Okay.
That's basic reflex.
Basic reflexes from both. We'll start with the tiger itself. The tiger, and that is an impulse, I believe.
Yes, this is an impulse.
So it will have a weakness of 2. So that is going to be a 30, flat 30 for the tiger's save.
That's
and
a success.
Okay, and the hunter gets a natural 20 for a total of 31.
That is also a success.
All right, and that is a critical success. So
No,
I believe
wait,
that means
but this is 22.
right, but it got a nat 20.
Oh, we got it on 20.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So hunter takes no damage, tiger takes half damage.
6 points then.
All right, and is that including the weakness?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so a total of 8 points. 8 points. All right. And I believe that is the end of your turn then.
Yes.
All right then. I need Wyatt to make a reflex save as the crystal explodes.
All right. Okay, it's 22.
22, that is a success. You know it's coming, so you manage to hide your face from it. You take 6 points of force damage.
That was a lot less than I expected, but okay.
Okay, so that one is gone, and then another one, thump, thunks down right there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Let me make it blue real fast. There we go. All right, so it now has the crystal now has all of you in its radius. As we get to the tiger's turn.
Fire damage.
Fire damage. Thank you. So total of 4, thanks to that weakness. The tiger is then going to attempt first and foremost to run to over here as its stride, and it's going to pounce at Bastion. So it makes a jaws strike against Bastion now. That is a 24 to hit Bastion.
Well, that hits.
Okay. So, Bastion, you are going to take from that 7 points of piercing damage, and it is going to use this as an opportunity to attempt to grab you. So, against your Fortitude DC, that is a natural 20 for a total of 31. So that is a critical success on the grab. So you are now restrained, and it has one action remaining, which it is going to use to attempt to wrestle you to the ground. So it is going to make a claw strike against you for this. That is a 22 to hit Bastion.
Hits.
Okay, so Bastion is going to take from that 10 points of slashing damage and is now
Ouch.
prone within the blast radius and
Oh,
restrained.
of course I am. Why wouldn't I be?
That is the end of the tiger's turn. That brings us now to Thicket.
Okay.
This little bastard.
I'm going to yell at the rider again and attempt to intimidate him.
No, because they become immune to your intimidation after you try for like an hour.
Yeah,
something
you're
like
right.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, then I'm going to use my extra action to stride.
Okay.
I'm going to go down here.
All right.
And then, could I hypothetically reach the rider?
Yes. Yeah, the rider and the mount take up the same space for mechanical sake.
Gotcha. Okay. And then
I don't know if
athletics,
that's raw or not, but I'm saying it is.
Athletics is one of the skills that Cranberry is trained in, correct? Is
Cranberry doesn't. I don't think Cranberry actually has any skills that he's trained in. Let me open up Imillon's again. Oh my god, I keep saying that. Eidolon's again. But I believe Eidolons aren't trained in anything. Elemental Eidolon. Oh no. Cranberry should be trained in nature and survival.
Nature and survival. Okay, gotcha.
I don't know why I didn't write that down at any point, but all right.
But not athletics.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to attempt a grapple against big man up there.
Okay.
What the fuck? That's a natural
So that
one.
didn't
I will
work.
actually.
Natural
Well, you
one.
know what? I will do another one. I'll do a hero point. So dish out a hero
Okay.
point to you.
Oh my god,
Okay.
thank you.
Go ahead and roll again then.
Imagine if I get another one. Well, that's a 10.
It's not a fail. It's not a crit fail.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my feats. I'm going to use assurance with a because I have athletics assurance. So instead of my skill check, I'm going to receive a result of 10 plus my proficiency bonus.
So,
Or is that instead of rolling?
I thought it was instead of rolling, but I could be wrong.
you do that instead of rolling.
Shit. Okay, that's a 10.
Okay, so the
All
10
right.
is unfortunately a failure, and that's against Fortitude DC, yeah?
Yes.
All right, not a critical failure, just a regular one.
Yeah.
So you have one action and one hasted action remaining.
So I
Two
use
actions
my
remaining.
hasted at I use my
Yeah, you
hasted
use that
action
to
to
move.
stride.
Yeah, so
So
you've
I'm
got
gonna
two
try
actions
gouging
remaining.
claw again.
Okay, go for it.
Here we go. That's a 28, and that will be against the rider.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage as that does in fact hit.
And we're going to make this. I accidentally clicked slashing, but I want that to be a piercing because I think skewering the guy is a very
Okay.
fun vision.
Okay.
So actually, let me just.
So it's 2d6 plus
Oh, it doesn't make a real difference, I guess.
4d6, right, heightened. So total of 15 damage.
15 piercing
Plus 4
bleed.
persistent bleed. Okay, so you attempt to grab him, and as he just reels back, you just reach up, and Cranberry just grows these like Wolverine claws, just slashes straight over to the side and into the side of the hunter's head, killing him instantly. So now the tiger is all that's left. The tiger is currently bloodied. That is the end of Thicket's turn. That brings us now to Bastion, who is still currently grabbed and prone by the tiger.
Yes. Okay, question. Can I try and shoot it from this, or is there a closeness disadvantage?
It's a matter of you being restrained. So you can't attack while restrained.
That's really unfortunate.
The
Can I
only
try and
attack or
escape?
manipulate actions you can use are attempt to escape. Yes, so you can attempt to escape. Athletics, acrobatics, unarmed strike.
Oh, we're gonna go with an unarmed strike attempt to attack. Okay, get a 19.
19, unfortunately, is a failure. You are still restrained.
Wonderful news. I'm gonna attempt to escape again.
Okay, go ahead and roll again with multiple attack penalty.
That is a 15, so I'm assuming I'm still stuck here.
Yep, you are still stuck there.
Okay, and as I'm, pinned in the blast zone, I'm gonna go ahead and cast one action heal on myself from my font of heal.
Let me double check what traits that has. It is a manipulate action, which I believe means you cannot do that. While you are restrained, you cannot use any attack or manipulate actions. So no heal for
Awesome.
you.
I will try and escape again.
Okay. Maximum multiple attack penalty.
Well, that's a 19 from me.
That unfortunately is still a failure. You are still just... This thing has its teeth, like, in your shin, and it's just holding you down. That is the end of your turn. That brings us to Wyatt.
Oh gosh, hold on. Do I risk it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's gamble. I'm in a
love
Sogrim
gambling.
kind of mood. I'm in a Sogrim kind of mood, guys.
Let's
Did
go
somebody
gambling.
say gamble?
Yeah. Wyatt's gonna say, shit, as he opens his hand and he just points towards the saber-toothed lion. The saber-toothed lion.
Saber-toothed lion?
No, I don't know.
I
Saber-toothed
think that's
tiger.
a different Ice Age
It's a
era
tiger.
animal.
Yeah, it's a saber-toothed tiger, right? I'm
You were
ashamed
close.
of Californians, even though I used to fit. Anyway, I pointed with that saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
And it's just an awkward pause for a few seconds. I'm gonna try and cast Holy Light on it.
Holy light. Okay, what does that do?
It does this. I need to make an attack roll and then see if it hits or not.
Oh, oh, that's badass. All right.
Huh?
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
22, that is a hit. So go ahead and roll 5d6 fire damage.
It
Yeah.
squeezed me?
Christ.
That's
Gotta
gonna
love them
be
third level spells.
that's gonna be 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. How do you want to finish this tiger off?
As Wyatt points towards the tiger, it's an awkward silence, and then all of a sudden the tiger just from its soul combusts.
Yeah, you just watch as
Yeah.
this tiger just sort of looks at you, confused for a moment, as it realizes this rider is currently lying dead on its back, looks back at you, and then lights ablaze, starts shrieking before, boom, bursting into viscera, as everything Wyatt kills tends to do.
Yes.
And the rider's body is, I guess, taken with it. So, Bastion, you are no longer restrained. Wyatt, you have one action remaining. You are still within the blast radius.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna try and see where this is coming from.
Okay. You currently don't see any more crystals coming.
Okay. My turn.
All right, that brings us to Thub.
Well, we're done with all the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to get. Are we trying to get Thicket up and running, or like what are we? Like,
Thicket's
what are we doing
out.
now? Is it-
Currently, Thicket is the only one of you outside of the blast radius.
right, there is the blast radius thing that
Yes.
I'm gonna get out of now.
Okay, Thub gets themselves
Can
out of the
someone-
blast radius.
Can someone try throwing it away from the blast radius, please? Thank you.
Thub has 2 actions remaining.
The temptation
What would you like to do?
The temptation to just throw a fireball at it and just see if it blows up.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Handle it. I mean, we're good, right?
All right,
not
roll to hit
doing
for you
it.
then, if you don't want to do it
I
yourself.
will say,
all right.
I know that I can't say for
if you insist.
Morgrim. I cannot say for Morgrim, but I could take one. I could totally take one, and I'm genuinely curious.
Morgan, can you take one?
How's Bastion looking though? Probably not.
Bastion is not quite bloodied, but winded.
Can Bastion take one?
That's what I just answered. Bastion is
Can
not
you-
quite bloodied, but winded. You have
So
2
You have
actions
to take
remaining.
that
so-
Thub.
information and make an educated guess.
So what would you like to do, Thub?
You'll be fine. Elemental blast.
Okay, roll to hit.
Elemental blast of fire.
Okay, roll to hit. For some fucking reason.
16.
16. I'm gonna say sure, yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. This was a 2 action, by the way. I should clarify.
Okay, good to know.
Because I just need to bleed them off the actions. 2, 1, so 3.
Okay. Thub sends out this elemental blast, which immediately melts the ice and unleashes the energy. I need Bastion, Morgrim, and Wyatt to make reflex saves, please.
Surprise. Not.
Surprise, surprise.
Thank you, Thub. Very cool.
You're so welcome. You know what? I'll, if anything, I spice things up. Okay.
Sure, yeah, blowing up your party members is a great idea always for
Yeah,
spicing things up.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's great.
22.
22, Morgrim got a 23, Wyatt got a natural 20 for a total of 29. So all of you succeed, and we'll take half damage from this. So, each of you takes 5 points of force damage.
Oh.
And you brace yourselves, trying to figure out what's coming next. But nothing comes. No more crystals fall from the sky. You're out of combat, which does mean that Cranberry melts back into Thicket's form. And Thicket falls... Thicket does not even fall unconscious. Thicket is just there now. And yeah, that is that. You have ended combat.
Oh!
You've all survived.
What's
Let's
the,
get a check on Thicket. Is he okay?
You run over to Thicket, and yeah, at first glance, actually, he looks a little bit more tired than usual, but yeah, it seems like your magic kept him up and fighting.
You okay?
Yeah, what? You smell something cooking?
Do I smell
The
something
last
cooking?
time you asked that, it was Morgrim's flesh, so...
You do, in fact, Wyatt, smell burning tiger viscera as it falls from the sky around you.
Huh. Other than
Thicket,
the burning
you think it's
tiger.
just raining.
Oh yeah.
Catch some drops in your mouth.
Now, I will note, Thicket does know what rain is, even though he's never experienced it before. Because rain is part of mythology, basically.
Wait, rain?
Yeah.
I can smell the rain.
It's always
this is
too
not
cold.
What rain is like, but
Sorry, Thicket, that's not real rain.
Oh.
Yeah, that was part of the tiger, and I believe part of the fucking rider too.
Is that why my character model is covered in blood now?
Ron doesn't hurt.
Just for the viewers to get a closer look. He is, in fact, covered in blood. It has been since he leveled up.
I actually do have
my
a general
fucking God.
question. When was the last time? So GM, when was the last time we took a shower? Because it feels like we've been fighting a lot of enemies that
my
get blown up in the
God.
viscera, and we haven't had a
I
shower
would say
session yet.
You probably have been bathing in the snow outside a little bit, in like
Doesn't sound
makeshift baths. And
Okay.
All my flesh
Natural
got
light.
burned away, so I'm sure the blood went with it.
I can't remember. Did you guys stay with Crocotook the last time you visited?
I don't think the whole day, no.
I don't believe so.
We'll say Crocotook prestidigitated away all the viscera. So you're not totally disgusting. And
Don't
also,
worry.
Bastion is currently wearing Morgrim's spare clothes. Which don't fit
I
very
forgot
well,
that
by the
was
way.
happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't fit
Have
very
my clothes dried?
Well,
while this
yeah,
happened?
because Bastion is significantly larger than you, Morgrim.
Oh, but these were just random clothes I found in that first.
Yeah, they already didn't fit you particularly well either, but you picked the ones that were closer to dwarf size. But yeah, currently there are no crystals falling from the sky. I would say
Oh yeah.
the
Oh,
ash
yeah.
cloud is dissipated.
All right, I'm gonna clean up Thicket real quick. He seems extremely messed up, and also you, Bastion, if you want to get clean too, because you were, in the splash zone, as they say.
The splash.
I'm a little more concerned with,
Nope,
My
trying to kill
health.
us.
and the boat. But whatever you feel is best.
Oh, one of the boats is wrecked, isn't it?
It's not completely wrecked. It's still usable. It's just very damaged.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Morgrim, what are you doing?
Staring daggers at Thub. I'm waiting to see
Oh.
if he gets close enough to the edge of water so she can shove him in.
Oh, he's right at the edge of the water right now.
She's going to
Why
try
are
to
you
shove him
shoving
in.
Thub in the water?
Okay, make
Because
an
he
athletics check.
tried to blow us all up.
Oh, yeah, that did happen. I was kind of pinned down
Like,
by a tiger,
you're literally
so
laying
I
on
didn't...
the ground in the blast radius, and he's like, "Oh, what's this do?"
That's fair. I'm not thrilled either, but I, you know...
Ah, I can't roll for doo-doo squad tonight.
Morgrim, you walk up to Thub, who's just standing there, sort of proud with themselves, just like, yeah, look at that, we're done now, and you just push him violently. He doesn't fall into the water, but I think your point is
The emotion
made.
is conveyed.
Yeah. Thub, how do you respond to this?
You know what? I deserve that. And I voluntarily fall into the water.
Morgan looks confused because that is not what she expected.
Okay, Thub, make a fortitude save.
and then hold on. That is a fucking, oh my god, 24.
24.
First of
Okay.
all, and then as I fall into the water, I peek my head up, and then I go, in my defense, I would not have done it if I didn't think you would survive.
How about let's not hurt your companions anymore, whether you think we're going to survive or not.
Are my normal clothes dried?
No, your normal clothes are frozen solid. You're still in the Arctic tundra.
Awesome. I'm gonna pick up my frozen clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna start by, washing the tiger viscera off, and then I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna lay one pair of my clothes on Morgrim, who radiates heat, and the other pair on Thub, who radiates heat, and I'm going to dry my damn clothes.
Okay, so Bastion's currently not wearing any winter clothes?
No, I'm wearing my existing winter clothes, the ones that I borrowed.
So what pairs?
She's drying her original clothes on us.
Okay, so you're drying the jacket on Morgrim and the pants on Thub.
Yes.
Okay, you said pair. So I was like, what are you talking
My
about?
apologies.
I thought you were...
Yes,
It's okay. I
I
understand
want
now.
a piece of clothing on
Yes.
both of them.
Okay. Morgrim gets the extra jacket, which almost immediately begins to thaw. And Thub, you now have a pair of frozen pants that have just smacked into your skull.
Yeah, I deserve that too.
Now, Morgrim, as as you sort of hand the jacket back, now that it's completely dried after only like 30 seconds, you hand the jacket back, and you go to look back at Thub, and you spot something. Not something. Someone at the water's edge.
Motherfucker.
Up to the north. You see another Sabertooth tribe member
Guys?
Oh, son of a
riding a... Just a moment, if I can find the image that I'm looking for.
This implies that it's
it
not
is.
riding a tiger, which is worse.
He's riding a much larger looking tiger with a bigger
Oh.
mane and a saddle and tall pointed ears. And the person riding it, tall, muscular, wearing a much more refined claw gauntlet with a bow on his back, wearing a fur cape. Looks at you all, snarls, pats the side of his Smilodon, and disappears.
Smilodon?
Yeah.
Sounds so cute.
That cute
Got
bit
a
was almost
great
killing us.
smile.
That's the official name of a saber-toothed tiger.
That's
So-
the canon name.
The Smilodon! I need
So,
one.
you have just witnessed that. Morgrim, I would say, is the only one who is directly... Well, no, Morgrim did call attention to this, so I would say everyone else would have spotted this as well.
I'm scrambling to, pull on my now dry pants. Oh god! Are they coming?
No, looks like he ran away. I don't know if he's going to get back up or what.
Let's quickly grab the friggin' claws and let's bounce. Let's get the hells out of here.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get in the boat.
What's in claws? I need the claws. The gauntlets.
You realize
So-
that these things had a 10,000 foot reach with those chunks of meat and stuff. So necessarily going into boats isn't going to necessarily help us any. It could just
It
end up.
clearly knows we're here. If it wanted to kill us, it would come kill us.
It
boats
might
are the
have
fastest way I
needed
can
a
see to get back.
prince
Huh?
instead of being outnumbered.
I will note in regards to the claws, one hunter was completely immolated, and the other hunter
Oops.
was thrown into the sky and has now landed in the lake.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
So no claws for you unless you want to try to declaw this tiger corpse.
Yeah.
No claw blades.
I stand in the average location where there's as much as like the most median amount of viscera, and I try and say a quick prayer for the dead.
Okay. Also, Thicket, make sure that you mark down that you killed somebody.
Oh, that's
As
right.
you're supposed to be doing that, remember?
I'm gonna be so honest, I forgot about that.
I know.
Let's see. How many people
Well,
is that
while
now?
we're just
Like,
hanging out here, I'm
three?
gonna,
I don't know,
I'm
you're
gonna
the one
spend
who's
a
supposed to be
resolve
tracking
point,
that.
I guess.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you spend 10 minutes to rest and spend a resolve point. Would anybody else like to do this?
Yes.
If we're spending 10 minutes, then yeah.
As I say my prayer of like, you know, it's like may you rot in heaven, you furry fuckface kind of a thing, you know.
Okay. So anyone who
Making
wishes
it
to
weird
make
again.
a resolve rest,
What?
then you may
It's
do
not
so.
weird. Oh,
I would
I
love
don't
to make
mean.
a resolve
Oh my
rest.
gosh, I'm not gonna make it weird.
I can keep watch when I do a resolve point, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, Thicket, I think you're at like 5 now, maybe?
Yeah, I just put down 5 because I think that's a good estimate.
Okay. Cool. So, if everyone is resolve resting, then, yeah, you spend that 10 minutes, and during the course of that 10 minutes, nothing happens. Everything is quiet.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
May I introduce you all to the boats?
Yes, let's get out of here.
But maybe we shouldn't go out into the middle where the big fish are going to be.
Let's
think-
just go back.
I need to take a nap. I'm feeling.
How about
Yeah,
we
let's
just
go
back
say
to
this
town.
fishing adventure was fun and we just go back? How about that? I think that's a good calling I'm feeling
We'll
from
give them
you,
back
Sir
everything we
Sane.
have, take a nap, call it a night.
What I'm wondering is, why are bombs falling from the sky?
That is a question I am not interested in answering today. Get in the boat.
I'm getting in the boat.
Okay. So, you all get in your boats. I'm assuming it's the same division as before, where Wyatt and Thub are in their own boat.
I assume so.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all talking about anything on your way back?
Morgrim's keeping watch on the shorelines.
Wyatt's gonna like ask Bob. So that was rough.
You're right, it was very rough. Especially the part
Yeah.
where I lost the fish.
I know. That was very rough.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Totally rough.
That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah, yup.
Thumb stares at like Wyatt after he says rough for like the 10th time in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just like what's your point, dude?
You could cut the awkwardness with a dull knife from friggin' Macy's. That's how.
Oh, yeah.
That's how awkward
A
it is.
dull knife from Macy's.
I love how Macy's specifically.
Yeah, not from anywhere else.
Not from anywhere. Not Home Depot. Not Office Depot. Not Sears.
That's
not
right.
Sears.
Buy
We at
your
Live
knives.
from Dice Jail, and this is the express opinion of Live from Dice Jail, think that Macy's specifically has dull knives. Do not buy knives from Macy's.
This episode
Did you hear
this
that,
episode
Macy's?
was denied sponsorship by Macy's.
This episode is anti-sponsored
sued
by
by
Macy's.
This
Macy's
episode is
demanded
a
that we
liability.
paid them. This episode is a liability, legally and monetarily.
So,
We are in deep shit.
okay, so in the other boat, Morgrim is keeping watch. Is anyone else? Are Bastion and Thicket talking about anything?
So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I kind of blacked out for a minute there. I think, did I die? Is that something that happened? Did I die for a bit there?
Cranberry ate you.
Properly die. You were dying.
Ah, dying. Oh, that's a great distinction.
It's an important one.
Ah, so it is. I gotta say, I'm not really sure what happened there. I feel as though I lost control of who I are.
It's not like Cranberry just took over your body.
Oh, that's good to know. That's, yeah, that's gonna need some exploring.
I mean, he wasn't overtly homicidal to anyone who didn't deserve it this time, so...
Well, that's good to know. Baby
I'm putting
steps.
lipstick on the pig, man.
I'm not sure why anyone would. I don't know why you would do that to a pig, but very well,
Well.
I suppose.
Sometimes it's just how it has to be.
I suppose so.
Okay. So, over the course of 4 hours, you make your way back to town. And you arrive. Yes, that means you arrive back at around 6 p.m., which is probably around about when you should have been getting back anyways, because the sun's starting to get a little low. Yeah, you are now back at the dock. You tie your boats up. You collect your bags of fish. And would you go back in to sell your fish to Kelly?
Yeah, and return the fishing gear and stuff.
All right, you return the gear. She's very thankful for. Would you tell her about the damaged boat?
Yeah, we're upfront folk.
Some of
Okay.
us.
She does a bit of a face palm and is like, it's... See, that's why I always give out the rowboats, because really they're the least valuable. So it should be fine. Nobody really uses those things much anyways. Alright, so you got fish for me?
We do. You should also know, it might just be an us thing, but your fishermen should probably know anyway. Some saber-tooths provoked the big fish into a feeding frenzy and then tried to kill us.
Oh. That's no. They normally don't mess with us.
Hopefully it's just like an us thing, like they don't like us for some reason, but you should know.
Yeah, they've never really messed with my people before.
They
That's,
literally threw a carcass 10,000 feet into
How did
the
they
lake.
do that? How did they do
I don't
that?
know.
That's
I was going to
There's
see if
also
you
airborne
knew
bombs.
any of the strangeness.
yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. That's normally we've had a pretty a pretty neutral relationship with them. They leave us alone, we leave them alone.
Could they just be after us, maybe?
Hopefully it doesn't matter. Just didn't want you guys to get murdered by a bunch of brigands and then we didn't warn you.
Yeah, that's appreciated. All right. Well, do you have any fish for me? I guess.
We have some trout, right? We have trout.
Trout, I
six
believe
trout.
we have trout. We have 6
So
trout.
she is.
We got
she
a
will
little
take...
distracted by the attempted murder.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That's understandable.
I forgot
So
we had
that
fish.
is going to be 6 silver and 30 copper total.
How does that
Man.
split among the group?
That was not worth
So
it. I think we lost money.
We totally did.
I only used one bait. Can I get a refund?
What are the odds I robbed this man?
well,
Why
you
would
did
you
end up
rob this
having one of the boats destroyed. So it's we'll call ourselves even. How about? So yeah, 6 silver, so I guess that can divide up into 5 silver, 40 copper. So that means each of you gets 1 silver and 8 copper.
Love that for us.
That was how much silver?
8. 1 silver, 8 copper.
Lovely.
Magnifico, as the kids say.
I think you did still turn a small profit. Because fishing permits are not expensive.
Oh,
Woo!
well, that's good to hear.
Okay. Is there an inn or are we camping?
Well, there is an inn. If you wanna use it, but that's up to you, I guess.
Go to the inn.
Okay. Is everyone else going to the inn?
I am.
Is there a temple
I
here,
will
or is
go
it
to
just
the
an
inn.
empty place?
There is not a temple actually, but
Oh.
would you ask Kelly about this?
Yeah, is there like a temple here?
Well, we don't really have a temple, but if you feel like giving an offering to Dav, then we've got a little shrine over there in the corner.
Close enough.
Okay. So you go over to
Quick!
the
I'm getting a PDF out for the Imillon.
Dav is responsible for sailors.
Sailors.
So, yeah, typically depicted as a skeleton wearing a tricorn hat.
That's fucking awesome.
You might have actually seen there were like symbols of Dav on your boats, and on your gear. It's like, so basically it's like that's
that
them
helps us
asking
out.
for Dav's protection.
Let's see. Why is this not ordered by a? Oh, there it is. Dav, patron of sailors. It's not ordered by a. How is it ordered by?
It's ordered by how they came up in my brain.
Okay, got it. Duty, travel, water, soul, protect. I could have been a Dav cleric. Damn it.
This is true. However, you
Yeah.
went for Sershian, so
I did.
You can
Every
switch
time
deities
he
if you want.
interacts-
you
Every
know what
time
she's
he
treating?
interacts with his goddess, Bastion just has like a conniption because it's so weird.
You know what? She's treated me well. I gotta work my way up to it, so I'm sticking to it. But Dav is still sharing one domain, so go to that little area and see what that's like.
Okay, so you head on over, and there's definitely like little people leave offerings of like coins, typically just copper.
So you
Some-
can
but there's
piss off
also
that.
some,
I want
like-
to ask a question.
Mhm.
You can piss off Dav by mistying a knot.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
that is anathema to Dav.
If you mess up a knot, you will literally get smited. Good to know.
Well, it just means that Dav will be really disappointed in you. More like
Oh,
anathema is more of like, depending on the deity, like anathema would range from disappointment to outright anger. So
Okay.
if you constantly are tying your knots wrong or doing it clearly on purpose, then yeah, Dov's gonna be like, what the fuck, bro? But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So Wyatt's going to the Dov Shrine. What do you do while you're here?
I'm just gonna pray generally to a pantheon, but also technically Circene technically, and he's gonna try and spend some time to maybe do some feet retraining in this freezing ass shrine.
Okay, it takes an entire 8-hour workday to retrain your feet.
He's gonna just like.
So you're spending 8 hours doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe getting a drink or two, but that's just an aside.
Okay. So if you're doing this all at the Dov Shrine, Kelly's going to ask you to leave. Because she wants to go home.
Oh, it's in here. Okay, sorry.
Yes, it's literally in the corner.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was
No, it's a shrine that we leave offerings before we go boning.
Okay.
That's just how this
Yo,
works.
right. Sorry. I'm getting out of your hair.
It's fine. Foreigners are weird. All right, so would you all go to the inn then?
Yeah, we're all in the inn.
Okay, you all head to the inn, and we will pick up there as next session.
Oh.
So,
I'm sorry. I envisioned the Dov Shrine to be like an outdoor area right at the docks,
No.
like exposed to the elements, kind of a
it's
thing.
quite literally a table in the corner with offerings on it.
It's
and
what
some
Dov would
iconography.
want.
That is it.
You know
there's
what?
like a little bust of the skeleton
White-
that had on like
Dov,
that's
ever
about
the
it.
pragmatist.
Yeah, whatever.
So
You'd be great as a shrine and ice sculpture. That'd be fun.
Wyatt, how are you feeling?
He feels nervous considering they just went for a fight. But everyone came out of it somewhat okay, so he's kind of having more faith in his party. So he's feeling okay. He's feeling leveled.
Bastion, how are you feeling?
So fucking tired. She was fatigued, and so she was like, "Oh, we'll go fishing. That'll be a nice, easy day." It has not been a nice or an easy day.
Yeah, Bastion is ready as hell for bed. All right, Morgrim, how are you feeling?
She's still conflicted about the path they're on, and now she's a little concerned about the whole encounter they had today. So, she's looking forward to what's to come.
Thicket, how are you feeling?
I need to go to bed. It's been a long day. I blacked out halfway through it, and the remaining clothes that I have are all singed. I just need to go clear my head. This dude, I almost died.
Yeah.
Dude, I got my nose ripped off. This was not fun for me at all.
Thank you, Charlie Smiling Friends. Very cool. Yeah, and last but not least, Thub, how are you feeling?
All I wanted was fish.
I know. And instead, you got your ass kicked.
Instead, I got my
Great
ass
tragedy
kicked
of Thub's fishing
by
trip.
fish, and then I got blown up, and then I blew my friends up.
Yeah.
Tired
So-
by. Oh my gosh.
How are we all feeling as players?
That was pretty baller.
No.
I want to know where the crystals came from, what in the heck threw that carcass 10,000 feet into the lake.
I have so many
How?
questions, but I
Yes.
don't want any of them answered because all of the answers are going to be bad.
I kind of agree. I agree with MMAs.
I feel like I want to hear Emma's questions.
No.
You don't need my
No, I want to hear
questions.
Emma's questions. I want to hear.
No. The second that I ask the questions, if you don't already have an answer, you'll concoct one that's going to be worse.
That's
Or I
always
just
the
won't
case.
answer.
Keep my
What
damn
if I
mouth
what if
shut.
I just won't answer? What if I say that I won't answer your questions and I want you to tell the
Oh, I
audience what
know
your
that you
questions
won't
are?
answer my question. There's several reasons why I'm not asking them, and many of them are, I don't need to be giving Cameron Smith any more ideas.
I think I need you to ask the questions.
We
No.
cannot be giving Cameron Smith any more ideas.
You can't.
Says
you can't.
Colby Caldwell, who draws shit at work and hands it to him.
You know what? Let me
I
hop on
need-
MS Paint right now.
I don't know how, but like half of the I don't know how, but like half the enemies that we run into in this campaign just feel like entities that we would find in like a Benadryl dream.
Because they are.
Like a Benadryl dream that like a mix of weed and Benadryl.
I
Or
found
weed
out
and-
that
weed
Cam
and-
and
weed and-
Greg got
weed and
together,
hallucinogens.
drank a fuck ton of Benadryl, and then created the creatures. I would be like, that probably isn't healthy, but also it makes fucking sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.